and it had absolutely nothing to do with school at all. That was when it all started. I never found out their identity, as they had probably called from a burner in order to not dox themselves off, my mom found. I want to start this off by saying, I'm 18F and none of these are illegal on the grounds of me being a legal adult. Further in the story, you might think that I should solve this by moving out and severing connections, and though that's what I'd like to do, it's not that easy. When I was 14 and in high school, I was the good kid because unlike my classmates and others my age, I didn't have any known dating rumors. Dating, PDA, drinking, etc. are very sensitive topics in my country/society. Unfortunately, I don't uphold the same mindset. What they didn't know was that I was, in fact, in a sort of online relationship with a white guy. 21M in UK, I don't date in my country due to preferences. Until it got out somehow, which was partially my fault. I trusted some of my classmates with that information, though the problem was that I had mentioned to them the part about me sending bleep to him, which was normal by my standards, as I had been doing it since I was 12 in 7th grade. No one knows that part yet. About 2-3 years ago when it all started, I got home from school after a long day when my mom approached me saying that she needed to talk. Turns out an anonymous caller had called her up refusing to reveal their identity beyond a parent of one of my classmates and said that, and I quote, "I'm reporting this to you since I care about my daughter's welfare and safety from being exposed to my name // She has been sending bleep to men internationally and I don't want my daughter to get into trouble." Well, to say that it was simply just petty behavior would be an understatement, as although I had maybe talked to my classmates about my personal stuff, never have I ever forced or included someone in them. It was simply what I do by myself in my bleep house, and it had absolutely nothing to do with school at all. That was when it all started. I never found out their identity, as they had probably called from a burner in order to not dox themselves off, my mom found out. My dad wasn't someone really present in my life, so that's out of question. She threatened to take my phone, although, and I know I shouldn't probably be proud of this, but I am to say that I take pride in being a good layer and having the ability to manage stuff of this sort always. I kept my phone even though she threatened me to delete those stuff. I was at an advantage because for some reason, which is thankfully favorable to me, she is incredibly tech dumb, as in really doesn't know how to operate a phone beyond calling, texting, photos, and Google. So all I had to do was hide my bleep in a vault. I unsynced my socials from her phone, removed any evidence. For a year, everything was perfectly fine, until a year later. It was the same thing all over again. I'll take this moment for readers to note that I never stopped engaging in online sexting. In the meantime, it was just hidden well. Like I said, I've been doing it since turning on sync, which transferred copies of my bleep to her phone. As well as some videos of some old white dudes jerking off that they had sent me. Off this time as well, she told me to delete those pics. My emails and socials, I had several now. Keep in mind, as I had previously established, she's like incredibly tech dumb. I uninstalled my socials, then installed them later and deleted my emails from her phone and not mine. It fizzled out after a while. To this, I admit that it was kinda my fault, as I was a minor, although this recent incident does not justify their involvement at all. A week or so ago, as usual, she calls me in saying she wants to talk. Says someone yet again anonymously called her up saying that I went out drinking and sent bleep to guys online and overseas they saw my social taboo. The legal age of drinking in my country is bleep 18, so it's in no way illegal, and as far as I know, taking bleep as a legal adult is personal, and it's not even like I'm bleep shoving an OnlyFans act in their face. Is literally what I send in personal encrypted text to consenting adults. By the way, I'm bleep frustrated at this point. I have the number, though unlike last time, I just don't know if I can find it out without it being extremely obvious. Yes, I get that moving out and cutting ties would solve this, although I'm unable to since she's paying for my university to get a degree, and I just feel like this is a better setting than being in student loan debt, as well as I tried to get a job and move out at least several times, though she wouldn't let me, saying that the jobs could be a scam and that it wouldn't be a good look to others if I live apart from family. The problems of a collectivist society contradict my personal philosophy in several ways, and it's hard to live by it. I don't think I can live like this anymore. I'm bleep frustrated. So to all my anonymous callers, I hope that I never ever have to bleep cross paths ever again.